Hello, this is the free, this is Wheaties, which was a variant on the combo. It basically combined a classic Survival of the Fittest deck. We got Survival of the Fittest, Recurring Nightmare, Krivikan Horror, which can be used with Survival. This is before Squee Goblin Nabob was printed. So this was your recurring card that you could use to gain an advantage out of Survival of the Fittest. And then Recurring Nightmare would get back other cards you had discarded. So you'd pitch Krivikan Horror to gain a card. You'd pitch that card to gain another card. At the end of your turn, Krivikan Horror would come back to your hand. You'd play Recurring Nightmare, sack one creature, get back the other. If you really wanted to play Fatty Beatdown, Verdant Force was as good as it got back in the day. Especially, it was very good in this day because things like Diabolic Edict were everywhere. And it's very difficult after a turn or two to kill a Verdant Force with Diabolic Edict. There are a lot of little saplings around. You had the standard mana, Wall of Roots, Birds of Paradise, and a bunch of utility creatures. Octopi Orangutan kills artifacts. Monk Realist kills enchantments. Get to Slinger kills creatures and players, and you can play it. You can Recurring Nightmare back into play, or if you play this, you play Recurring Nightmare, you sacrifice this to get some other creature into play. Again, it's the classic survival thing. Spike Feeder was life gain. You could remove a counter and then sack it to Recurring Nightmare. Spike Weaver is a perpetual fog. The land is pretty straightforward except for Phyrexian Tower, which was added to this deck because it also ran Academy Rectors, which you could throw it out there and you could get Survival, or you could get Recurring Nightmare, or you could get a whole bunch of other things, including, of course, Goblin Bombardment, plus Enduring Renewal, plus Shield Sphere, and that's the combo. Beyond that, you also had Monk Idealist, who could return one of those enchantments if you accidentally wound up with it in the graveyard. So this was one build of Your Move Games Wheaties deck. Very powerful and extended around 2000, although not quite as powerful as like Maher Oath or some of the other decks from the period.